3, 2, 1, click.
Oh, snap. I wasn't ready for that one. You can...
Does it matter if we're all spot on?
Yeah. The cats come pretty quickly sometimes.
The cats come quickly. They're like ninja cats in the night.
So, this is that scene you're talking about where they're just talking about the oranges for like an hour?
Legit. Like, for the first... all the way up to the first opening is just them eating oranges and talking about the little white bits.
Do you want to hear something cool?
What?
If you peel an orange, like a real orange, not that I know what a fake orange would be, but
Okay.
if you peel an orange and then you look at your hands under a black light, oranges leave like day glow on your hands that you can see in black
See,
lights.
that's cool. If they were talking about that, I would be like, bitchin'. But they're talking about like medicinal purposes of the white stuff in oranges, and I'm like,
Really, mine's raw, and I can't tell what they're talking about.
It's medicinal purposes of oranges?
they're like, I heard that the little
wait.
white bits have vitamin D in them.
I bet it's medicinal purposes of white bits?
Nah.
Maybe this is all one big homoerotic
Innuendo?
allegory.
I wish. At least then I'd be interested. Oh look, he had an orange. They're
See,
still
homoerotic.
just sitting there.
So are they all boys?
Yes.
Are there any girls in this show?
There's one girl in this show,
Do
and
any of
she's a
them like
first
'em?
year, and she looks like she's 5 years old.
Are they all virgins?
Yes, they all. I believe. Yes, I know that's that face. That guy's face was like, I have no thoughts. He doesn't,
So here
though.
comes the opening, right?
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I can't hear it. So yep, here's the opening.
So we're all gonna be screwed, or you guys are?
I don't know how many cats are in the opening, but there are a shit ton in the closing.
We're ready. We got
So-
feet.
So basically the closing, you guys will all just be checking
Finish him.
alcohol and hot sauce consistently.
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, there might not be as many in the closing. There was in the last season, though.
They just kiss, if you think about it.
Oh no, these guys just kissed.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Those guys did just kiss. They should kiss.
Oh wait, see, yeah, we're off because you 3, 2, 1 clicked us too soon.
Yeah. We're like 20 seconds behind you. Cause you were like, wait, 3, 2, 1, click.
Who's this chick with the umbrella?
I don't know. We haven't met her yet.
Maybe it's a love interest.
I'm assuming she's related to the twins because she has the exact same face as them.
What time number are y'all on?
We are
It depends on
2 minutes and 38 seconds.
Cat.
Yeah, drinking.
Alright, tell me when you're opening. Tell me when the opening ends for you, okay?
They're just sitting there.
Ended.
Cat?
No.
Oh.
There's the cats. Take more drinks.
Wait,
Where are
where's
the
the cats?
Square Enix. Sony brought to you by Sony Music.
What? Where are the cats?
Where are the cats?
We don't have
I'm
any
seeing a bunch
cats.
of dudes in the hallway.
We've got dudes
Yeah,
in
we
the
got
hallway.
like dudes in the
Mitzi.
hallway.
Oh my god.
Alright, I'm going on with y'all then.
Dude,
It's your fault for getting tangerines out there. Can we eat them in classroom tomorrow? You're bringing tangerines again tomorrow? Alright, but my relatives turn us
leave the one to me. Cat.
Cat.
Cat 2.
2
Oh
drinks.
shit.
3. 4.
I think I'm gonna puke. The 4 logo is too much.
They're staring at a cat. Cat. Oh my god, I'm gonna vomit.
Skip ahead to 4 minutes.
He's holding the gat now.
Yeah, okay, cool, I'm right on over.
We're so fucked.
Cat.
We're at 9. I'm always at 2 of these. I'm counting so we can catch up with cat. Alright.
I've been drinking a lot of hot sauce. I don't see a whole lot of alcohol consumption.
No, I'm counting right now because I'm just like. Okay. Alright, I have 8.
Alright, I believe there were 9.
I'm not even gonna use the spoon anymore. It just takes too long to measure it out.
Okay.
二人とも子猫みたいで可愛らしくてないですかって俺
Cat
幼稚園の頃について
Cat. Wait, no, this one's not in the same scene.
Oh! I think it's harder on me than on you.
Yeah, it is. Are you kidding?
Oh.
What are we gonna do when we have to remake drinks? I don't know. Do it quickly.
Oh my god. I've seen at least 15 shots of cats already.
I'm drowning in
I'm gonna be so inebriated.
You guys see this cute rice right now?
Oh yeah, they're sitting at a table eating stuff.
I think it's sukiyaki.
It looks like sukiyaki.
Your sukiyaki.
ちょっと待ってね。
どんだけ食うんだよ人んちで。遠慮しろ。
すみません、僕たちまで。あらいいのよ。
Are we gonna have a reprieve from cats while this lady talks about cooking rice?
Yes. All right. Because that should remix. It's cats, 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 cats.
Blah, 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 blah. That's my music nowadays.
Alright, I'm just keeping us even.
What time mark are you at?
We're at.
I'm at 5:54.
We're at 5:57.
I'm at.
How the hell did I get behind you?
Cause you had a.
I'm at 6:11. I guess I need this. Okay, let me know when you get to 6:17.
I guess we should have all used the same video.
See?
I mean,
I'm telling you, Mitsuki. We're at 6:17 now.
Got it. I'm right on track with you then.
Yeah.
Besides, you guys don't have to change your clothes. I'm gonna hope to get some there.
Oh my god.
You're going home, then
I think I'm sick. I think I'm sick to my stomach.
Oh god, please
I didn't agree to this.
I feel warm and cat!
Oh god. No more.
Cat! Wait, I think there's one more. Okay, four.
Fuck that cat. Fuck that cat. Fuck that cat.
I almost choked on that shit.
Who the fuck are all these cats?
They have no relevance to the series. Their existence is
I'm sweating
pointless.
from almost choking.
And now he's a cat!
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be so drunk, holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god, another cat.
What? Wait, what?
What?
What? There was
You're
another
behind,
cat.
bro.
Like, fuck, what cat?
Oh my
No,
God.
not another cat. Oh, I need to drink some water. Oh, water.
Here's your Shirley Temple.
There's too much caffeine in this for logo. God. Oh God.
I'm so. It's like haven't been any cats in like 30 seconds, and I feel like I'm on vacation.
It's gonna come out at any
That's what
moment.
happens with the
It's
show.
following me from around the corner.
It's like cat ejaculation.
Alcohol addicts anonymous.
Cat.
Oh my god, I feel sick.
You know what they're doing now?
You know what they're doing now, Chucky?
I don't give a fuck. Because that's what happens. Wait, no, I have true story for you guys. True story for you guys. I tried to watch episode 2, but somebody re-uploaded episode 1, and it took me 10 seconds to realize it wasn't the same, that it was the same episode. I was just like, interesting. This is the exact same episode that I watched last
My
time.
mouth.
Oh God! Somehow I managed
My
to
mouth's
spill
on
for
fire.
loco in my ear.
That's like a mad skill.
I'm gonna eat a cherry.
I think it happened when I was choking.
They're still fucking talking!
What are they talking about?
What are they talking about?
Wait, we don't have subs anymore.
I don't know what happened.
My subs aren't on and the volume's down. All I know is this guy.
Wait, they're talking about...
I'm only gonna do it once.
See,
Wait,
this
the answer is who the fuck cares?
Exactly.
Why do you guys always have to fight?
Oh no, they were all trying to do an impression.
Oh, damn it.
I wish. They were all trying to do an impression of the kid with the red hair.
He never has a thought in his head. That kid.
Not once. And everyone always assumes that he's...
I can fool the ladies.
No, sorry.
No,
we're watching it too.
Watching this.
Sorry, chat. I failed you at getting the girls drunk.
Oh no! Oh no! Trust me,
It'll happen.
the episode's not over.
I know it's not.
I just want to say that
Cat!
bottle.
Wait, no, cat!
Oh, shit! Oh, it's a stupid kitten. Does that count?
Yes! The cat is two!
Damn it.
We should do this for a panel at a con. Yes. We should-
18 plus! It'll be the best battle ever!
We're just gonna watch episode 1 of Kimi Toboku season 2.
All I have to say.
And drink.
Stop my ass and call me Sally runs out and I have to switch to Tabasco. I am screwed.
Drink it. The milk should cut it down. Oh my god! We have the viewing room at FAE! Cat! This cat's rocking!
Bring out your dead!
Bring out your dead!
Bring out your dead!
Seriously though, Mitsugi, the milk is supposed to cut down the
I
stars.
know.
It's
have
like
the
really
viewing-
hurting.
We have the viewing room at FAE that we could do this in.
Can we?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
can
can
be
be
like.
like-
Put alcohol in.
Should we make it 20? Oh, like you said, should we make it 21 and over, and
We can just-
everyone can drink with us, or
We can
are we
just-
just gonna drink?
We can
and
just drink and make them
them
watch.
Where are you gonna get the alcohol from?
We'll bring it in.
So, I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the daily lives of ordinary high school boys.
Cat.
Shit.
Cat. Do you see a relevance to the cats?
Pretty sure you can't.
Because I don't see a relevance to the cats. I just see a guy in a towel holding two guys by the collars of their shirts, and then cat.
Cat
With them.
came out of the bag.
What?
baby.
Cat.
Cat. Oh, now you're ahead of us. The fuck?
Oh, God. My poor stomach.
Sorry,
and
everyone.
taste buds.
Kimiko drops a lot of F-bombs when she's getting a little bit toasty.
Chiagi's gonna puke. I don't think I've ever drank this much in my life.
Please don't puke.
So, oh my god, a cat.
Oh,
A
cat.
cat for the damn it, 2 cats.
Oh.
3 cats.
Oh, God, another cat.
Oh. Oh.
My stomach can't take any more caffeine.
一緒にいるような気がしますよね。ついつい気分で昔の話をしてしまったりするんですけど、千鶴君そういうの気にしてる。
I wasn't gonna throw up. I just had like something that I hadn't swallowed yet,
Okay, okay.
and I was laughing.
I was trying to make a point, but I keep being interrupted by cats. So, if people that didn't know anything about Japan watched this anime, would they be like, wow, Japanese people have really boring lives?
Well,
Right?
this
Chiagi's-
we lost Chiagi.
She's drunk and she's walking away.
We've got Kimi Toboku, and then we have the Daily Lives of High School Boys, which are 2 entirely different anime.
Yeah.
In the Daily Lives of High School Boys, everyone in the anime is like strangely comical all the time. In this, they're just boring as fuck. So like, if somebody watched this thinking that this was how boys
Dude,
acted, they would
like
think
bowling on
homoerotic subtext
Owie.
and boredom. And cats. They would think homoerotic subtext, boredom, and cats.
Why did we agree to do this?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
How much more do we have?
It's vulnerable.
It's half over.
It's half over.
Is it?
Yes.
After a while.
Oh my god, it's already halfway.
And this anime is so awesome, it goes really fast.
Are you
with a pillow?
Are you really already tanked?
I'm not totally tanked. No,
I'm not totally tanked. I'm just like a little bit tanked.
I don't drink. Like,
Oh, I didn't think
do
about
this.
that.
I've never
Vulnerable
done this.
Go for it.
This is more alcohol than I drink in like a month.
So then you're good for the next month.
今日満月だから綺麗に見えるんじゃないですか？
It's
Where the
nighttime.
fuck are all the
They're not-
cats? This is bullshit.
It's
I wanna drink
nighttime.
something.
There are no cats at night. Cats don't exist at night.
Cats aren't nocturnal or anything.
Cats do not exist.
Cats are myth.
Now they're just gonna talk about stars.
お前らが星になれよ。手伝って
Cats aren't.
Is there a plot?
No, there's no plot. None.
So is this like the first season?
The
Froko.
first season was this, only
Yes,
I was
sir.
hoping something would happen.
Are they having a slumber party?
Yes, they are.
Are cats actually nocturnal or is it just a myth?
Homoerotic subtext.
Cats are nocturnal, except when they are domesticated.
Huh?
I was gonna say, because Cornelius doesn't really sleep, and he doesn't really run around at night. He sleeps.
Miri sleeps next to me, all cuddly-like and drooling.
Ah, that was nice. Koime.
Colloquial.
Koime. I can read Japanese when I've had something to drink. Futago. Futago. Oh my
It's a
god.
horse. Does that count?
No. Horses don't count.
Horses don't count.
Horses don't count. You can drink. Horses count for you. Boys love Roko. Twins. Boys love counts for you, Roko. You can
Does
drink.
boys love count?
Boys love counts for you, Roko. You can drink.
Boys love counts for Roko.
I drank. Oh Christ, it tastes so bad. When can I start drinking the pale ale, for goodness sake?
Oh, what kind of pale ale?
Roscoe's.
Oh,
It's a microbrew.
nice. Shake him like a baby.
Shake him.
Chucky, you don't shake babies. Never. How many times do we have to go through
Roscoe's
this?
pale ale because it's
Baby, that's what happened.
sweet dubstep artist.
That makes so much more sense now. I shook it until it stopped
Are we
crying.
gonna have a drunken after?
No.
No.
That is terrible. Terrible.
There. Oh wait. That was a. Oh, that was a.
Cat? It's a cat. It's a cat constellation.
Oh, it was a tanuki. It was a tanuki. It wasn't a cat.
It was a cat
Okay,
constellation.
I'll take a half sip.
That was a tanuki. It wasn't a cat.
I thought it.
That's Tanuki.
It's a raccoon.
That's
It's a-
dead.
It's an extinct animal that used to live in Japan, but it was had its natural habitat. Its natural habitat was destroyed by modernization.
I feel like my brain is like on Jello right now. Your brain is on Jello.
Ranked on Jello.
I feel like it's just like this is your brain on Jello. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah.
Where the hell are all the cats? This is bullshit.
Is that the mom eavesdropping on her kids?
Yeah.
There's nothing good happening in there except sodomy.
I wish. At least if there was sodomy involved, I would like enjoy it to some level. But this is just mind.
You're going to hell.
boredom. I am.
Me too.
No, I'm pretty sure I've got VIP parking
I'll see y'all there.
right next to Satan himself.
Right. Ah, come on, guy. Right next to them.
Come on, guys.
Cat.
Cat?
Just kidding.
Oh,
False alarm.
you, sir, are a funny human being. I'm really glad I live here.
What the heck?
I'm really glad I have a high alcohol tolerance.
Yeah, right.
Quit playing with the damn telescope. Stick that. Oh, there's a
Start
cat.
playing with yourself.
Shit, there's a cat.
I'm cat.
Cat.
Friggin' hell.
怖ってもいいじゃん。星見ながら寝ようよ。
Ugh.
I may need
God,
another drink.
this is For Loca watermelon. Attention,
It's okay, we have another
chat.
Sprite.
Do not
I think I'm
drink
gonna move
Four Loko
to
watermelon.
tequila
It's
sunrises. Yeah. Mixing is a terrible thing, Chiaki.
I think that I'm going to.
They're both spirits. Tequila never.
Brings out
Tequila
this
is in a realm of its own.
I think I'm gonna consume this whole 5-ounce bottle of Smack My Ass and Call Me Sally by the time this is
You're
done.
gonna have
You guys
fun.
wanna go to IHOP after this? Don't pancakes sound good.
What are you smoking? Weed over there?
Shit. Yeah.
Chuggy's got the
Why can't I be
munchies.
there right now? What the heck? This sucks.
Legit, Rocco. Legit. You should be here for this.
I know.
You'll never get another chance to see this.
Oh my god,
Oh,
4 cats.
5 cats. 5 cats.
This counts as one drink, right? What the hell were they doing?
They were sleeping with each other, just like the boys are sleeping with each other.
God, why don't these guys get laid? Get some girlfriends.
They need to.
I
Seriously,
agree
they do.
that we should have done this on
Oh.
first 1-8.
That was a big drink. Oh, give me the shivers.
Chat.
相変わらず学級委員とかやってたし
I know what Z Comics is
You're
into.
so soft.
Yes.
I can be soft for you. I like how soft you
Jesus, you guys are just
ここでも来ますか、ゆうた様。
Chucky. We've lost her.
Yeah.
I'm still here,
足も速くて
figuratively speaking.
小学生の時。
Every time they have a dumbass conversation, take a drink.
ユキは
Oh my
We'd be
God,
dead.
die.
So that
We'd make it through 5 minutes of this episode and then die.
Right?
You're
And that was
swaying.
the end of
We would be
Addicts.
screwed if we were doing shots.
At what point in this anime does the guy get up and take a
Can
piss
we
all
have
over the rest of the
Chiaki
kids?
touch your nose?
She's good.
She did it.
You
Can you
did
say
it.
your alphabet backwards?
Oh, that's the cheating. You gotta
Say
extend
the
your arm
alphabet
out.
backwards.
She's not that drunk. She's not that drunk. She's not that drunk.
She's just
not that drunk.
she's just happy. She's happy right now.
Cat.
She's a new level of cat.
No, just kidding.
It's Chiaki. Is that a cat?
No.
There's
Well,
something-
drink anyway. It's a cat.
Yeah.
Oh no. I think we've opened the floodgates.
My thing's almost
Don't let
empty.
this happen again.
So, when is the guy gonna get up and just piss all over his friends that are sleeping?
Please do I'm waiting for him to get up and piss all over his friends and get up and just slaughter them all. I want
Why?
it really loud.
Oh,
right now.
cat,
Piss
cat,
back.
cat.
Cat.
Son of a bitch.
困ってる人いたらすぐ気づくし助けてあげるし言うと
Oh, it's not even tasting good anymore. Oh my god.
かりなのおめえが毎日言うたに話してるからだろうな
Dude,
I'm so sorry.
You like spanking it? What the heck are you doing?
That's the sound of pain,
Getting
Rocco.
ready to throw up 3 ounces of hot sauce?
そうだ覚えてますか
Cat.
コンクールで金賞と
That's what the creator of this. That's what the creator of this anime did. Fat cat. Maybe the creator of this anime was standing over the toilet, and he had to fap, and he was fapping, and he jizzed on the toilet seat, and it looked like a cat.
Oh my
And that's how
god.
we came up with the idea for
This
the
really
anime.
isn't. This episode's definitely explicit.
I already dropped the F-bomb. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. I should not have gone there. I apologize.
I'm just glad we got
I
this.
apologize.
そうですね
After all the technical problems tonight, I'm just glad we got this thing running.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be friggin' hungover as hell for my research tomorrow.
Now, who gives
That's
a shit?
okay. That's
Sorry.
okay. All of my wild type fish died today anyways.
とけばよかった
Good job.
They weren't supposed to die, damn it.
I'm sorry.
The fungus ate them.
Ooh, Nami fungus.
Delicate ass fish.
You wanna hear some bullshit? The
Cats.
immunocompromised
Cats.
And cats?
飛び跳ねている暗い夜を静かに
Money in the
Yeah, the fish in which I've mutated are totally fine. How does
I really
that
don't
work?
want to drink anymore.
俺も
I
The anime's
do.
almost over. Is it? It's almost over. I really
Wait,
want
did they
it.
not
I
actually
want some
sleep
crack
over?
cocaine.
No, they. Wait.
Wait, does Miri walking into my living room count as a cat?
Yes.
For you, it does.
Cat?
They are spending the night, but they decided to go somewhere in the middle of the night for no reason.
Ugh.
I don't know.
The train stopped running in Japan at like 11:30.
I think they're just walking.
Oh god, here comes
I think
the
the
ending.
episode's over.
Is this where we have to chug continuously because the
heck?
ending?
No, I don't. I honestly don't think there are like
Nobody
any
can touch
cats
their
except for
elbows
at the
behind
very
their
end,
backs.
so we may be good.
That's crazy. You're talking
Cat.
crazy.
Cat?
Cat.
Is there?
Cat.
Oh, cat. Cat.
Cat. 2 cats.
Shit.
3 cats.
Shit.
I'm out of drink.
Ah, fuck.
4 cats.
Shit.
Alright,
Oh
just,
my god,
okay, so there are
we're
3 for
so
me.
dead. I'm gonna die.
Oh my god. 5 cats.
4. I'm trying.
Kill your drinks. Kill your drinks.
No more.
I'm gonna finish this.
6 cats. 6.
No.
Yep.
No more for Chiaki.
You're in the photograph. 7 cats.
Oh my god. I'm dead. I'm dead.
Alright, 7
I'm dying.
cats.
This is
Okay, I'm
fun.
dead.
I drank for the first one.
Oh.
Okay, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dying. Name that video game, Mitsuki.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I'm at,
Last cat. I think that's the last
Max
one.
Payne 2.
Here.
3, 6, 7, 8 cats.
Alright, 7 cats. 2 more. 2 more.
3 more.
No.
3 more.
Oh god, no. Oh god.
I went all over me.
Oh god.
Goodness.
Oh my god, I feel sick.
Alright, I think.
Oh my
I
god.
think that's it. I think we're done.
Yeah, we're not.
Oh, no.
Next episode.
メリーズクリスマス
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
great.
we're done.
Square Enix, brought to you by Square Enix.
Alright. So then that's 9 for me, right?
And now you guys are gonna try to review stuff? Holy shit.
Okay, it's over. We survived. So what did we learn about this anime today?
Oh God, that was like 90% vodka.
We learned that this anime is good for drinking games.
Right?
And a cherry on top.
Jesus.
Okay,
Mixed
so
it up.
we're gonna recuperate and take a quick anime news break.
Oh God.
While we all go vomit.
When we come back, we're going to do impressions. We have impressions on, what is it? Uchu Kyodai, Space Brothers, and Upote.
I aim to impress you, little Tony.
So stay tuned for more inebriatedness.
Yeah.
Hey all you Diablo 3 fans out there. Stop rapidly playing the beta for a moment and listen to your anime news break. First up, director James Cameron has recently reiterated his plans to shoot the 2 Avatar sequel films before adapting Battle Angel Alita on the MTV Splash page. It's a little excerpt of a video of an interview with Cameron, and he says, "I see the good the Avatar franchise can do in terms of keeping a world audience cognizant of our relationship with nature, but doing it in an entertainment context. Ultimately, I think there's more good to be done there than with Battle Angel. Battle Angel is just a really great kick-ass story." Which, if you ask me, there's just more money to be made there. But he did go on to give me some hope, saying that to give up the Battle Angel licensing rights, it would have to be pried, and I quote, "out of his cold, dead fingers." But on the other hand, he doesn't want to take it to the grave either. He does want to see it made at some point, and it still seems something that he is enthusiastic about. So here's to hoping that it's first on his list once the Avatar franchise has run its course. For you fans of the Gundam franchise out there, the life-size Gundam has been re-erected at Odaiba. And in an opening ceremony, it revealed new features, and there's a really cool video of it online. Although it doesn't display it in the video if you happen to look it up on YouTube, the opening ceremony revealed a new feature of the Gundam statue that has an opening cockpit. No one can enter the cockpit, but it opens to reveal an image of Amuro at the controls. So, if you're headed to Japan, it's in Odaiba right now, and I recommend checking it out. In other news, the Japanese manga publisher Kodansha began publishing bilingual manga about 5 years ago. They started with Nodame Cantiblier, Ghost in the Shell Man-Machine Interface, and a few others, but their most recent addition to their bilingual collection is the first 2 manga volumes in the Chihayafuru manga. So if you're a fan of the series like me, this seems like a great opportunity to get your hands on the original source, and here's to hoping that they continue to produce the rest of the manga going forward. Finally, for those of you who are a fan of the anime My Ordinary Life for Nichijou and who are art fans like me, the manga creator Keiichi Arawa illustrated the cover art for singer Mai Azawa's first single CD, Kimi ni Todoke, which will ship in Japan on May 9th. So if you're a fan of the art, I recommend at least taking a look at this CD cover. This was Chiaki, and this was your Anime News Break. We will be back to the show soon to make you even more addicted, so don't go anywhere.
Hey guys, I am Sean Ryan, also known as the Grey Ghost.
And I am Kevin Gray, also known as The Business and the LLC.
And we are Method to Madness, a weekly podcast that cusses and discusses anime and video games.
Yes.
And other otaku subjects.
That is what we are here for. We are here to rip them up and sometimes build them up. The shows that we love, the shows that we hate, the shows that we watch so that you wouldn't have to.
Go to thegrayghost.net or go check us out on iTunes.
With whiskey. This is so stupid, but awesome.
That's why this is going to be great.
Oh, this is...
Hey, Steve Bloom here, voice of Spike Spiegel, Vincent Valentine, Leron from Gurren Lagann, Guilmon from Digimon, and a bunch of other crap. And I am a total anime addict, dude. Tune in, or else.
Welcome back to the very drunk 130th episode of the Anime Addicts Anonymous podcast and the giggling start.
Yo ho, a drunkard's life for me. I have a Hawaiian sweet roll, and it is so good.
It's so good.
Good for you, Chiaki.
What the hell's a Hawaiian sweet roll?
King's bread.
It's good. It's like slightly sweet, but still roll like.
What the heck? What the heck?
So we have 3 reviews.
I don't know. It's bread, Roko. It's bread.
Okay, damn it.
I'm not in this segment. Wow. Suddenly, I'm really excited for Expo. Are you excited for Expo, Roko?
Yes.
Damn
What's
straight.
the date?
Oh, I don't know. July?
June. End of June, early July.
It's a weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll have to book plane tickets.
So we have a couple impressions to do, and first, I think Space Brothers.
Oh, yes.
Uchu Kyodai.
This anime is awesome, you guys.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
I think we've all watched it.
So good.
I haven't.
Uchu Kyodai. It's directed by Ayumu Watanabe. I have no idea who this guy is. He's done a bunch of Doraemon and Mysterious Girlfriend X, which is also a current anime, which I'll probably cover next week. So he's very busy right now, or he was busy. But Space Brothers is a story of, you guessed it, 2 brothers who want to go to space together.
Are they in space?
No, they're on
Not
Earth.
yet, but they will be.
When they're young, they make a promise to each other to go become astronauts. They see what they think is a UFO when they're kids, and so they basically, it shows them as kids, and then it shows them as adults. And the younger brother, Hibito, has already become an astronaut. And Muta is like an electronic engineer. He helped design a car for manufacturing company. But he gets laid off, and his life's kind of like falling apart. So he goes back and he thinks about things, and he says, originally I set out to become an astronaut, and I was gonna do this with my brother, and I'm letting him down, and I'm letting the younger brother overtake the older brother, and that's not good. So he kind of finds his roots, and he signs up to join JAXA, which is and Chiaki's cracking up.
It's okay. It's the pug in the opening. It's so cute.
There is a pug in the opening.
It is a very cute pug.
It is cute. The opening of this anime reminds me a lot of Katamari Damacy.
Okay. The anime, or the opening to the anime almost is nothing like the anime itself. Like, I started watching it because Mitsuki kept telling me that it was an amazing anime.
I kept saying, you have to watch this anime.
Legit, like, over and over and over again at Red Lobster. But, the opening itself...
Biscuits.
With the cheddar biscuits.
Don't feed it, Granddad! No. But anyway, the opening has a lot of, like, the main character blowing rainbows out his nose and stuff.
Yeah.
So don't take that as what the anime is, because it's really amazing. But it's still kind of cool. The opening song is great. I love the opening song.
Basically, here's the bottom line, right? I made a post on our forum earlier today because a lot of people were basically just not getting it. They just weren't getting it. They're like, I don't get this anime, Space Brothers. And I said you're everybody's entitled to their opinions, but this anime. What it does is that, and I'm not trying to review it here, but I'm trying to say enough good things about it that every single listener goes and watches it.
As they should.
I think my brain's gonna explode.
So, basically, this anime returns to us something that I think has been missing in a lot of recent years. Compelling characters with a well-structured story. A down-to-earth story.
Agreed.
Most anime nowadays do one of a few things. They drown in their own sci-fi convolution, or they force feed you cutesy moe crap, or slip it in places where it ought not belong, right? Or
Right.
focus on mindless filler high school BS like that Kimi to Boku thing we just watched.
Dear God.
Or just
Cats!
or just utterly stun you with perversion, or be about mindless fighting. But you know, when you push all those animes aside, you're left with about 15% of anime, right?
Right.
And 9 out of 10 of those animes no one likes them because they're boring, or they're too slow, or the characters stink.
Or
So-
they're completely unfulfilling.
This anime, Uchu Kyodai, right? It took me 2 episodes to say that I thought this was going to be the best anime of the season, and I honestly think that this is like one of those animes that comes around like once every 10 years, maybe. It's a kind of a bold statement. I am worried that most of the anime will be about Muta taking the astronaut test. Because up through the end of the 3rd episode, the 2nd and 3rd episode are really about him taking the written test, the interview, a lot of like science tests, and having like physical exams done and stuff like that.
Have you seen the 4th episode yet?
I have not seen the 4th episode.
In the 4th episode, he's at the end of the 2nd portion of the astronaut test. So I'm assuming there can't be more than like 3 or 4 portions. If that's true, then it could only really go halfway.
This anime seems like it's going to be more about, I think, about the 2 brothers again after he becomes an astronaut. But I don't want to talk too much about it, but if you're not watching this anime,
You should be.
You have to watch this anime. It's like you're doing yourself honestly a disservice if you don't at least watch 2 episodes of it. And if you don't get it after 2 episodes, fine. Maybe you're one of those people that just has to have like goofy anime stuff in your anime to enjoy it. I mean, you might think, oh, if I want like a serious, well written story, I'll go watch Amadeus or something. I'll go watch Mad Men on TV. But honestly, as far as anime goes, it's probably the best anime I've got, and most of mine are really good. So, I've yet to see an anime from this season that I think is better.
It's the best anime I'm watching from this season, but all of mine are shit.
From a critical standpoint, this anime is the best anime that I've seen so far this season. Yeah, I recommend it to anybody.
My opinion at this point is this anime is really good and you should watch it.
And thank you, Chiaki, for that contribution.
The always eloquent Chiaki.
That was really good.
No, it's really, really good. Like, I really, really enjoyed it. Like the pug.
The pug was cute. There was one thing I wanted to mention that I really liked, and here's a great example. Anime doesn't do this anymore. It doesn't have legitimately thought out symbolism anymore, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, oh, symbolism."
Like when he played the song with no melody.
Yes, symbolism is just so
Symbolism, yeah.
hoity-toity and. But seriously, when he got accepted into JAXA to be an astronaut to take further tests, the first thing he did was he ran out of his house with a trumpet, stood up on like this bridge overlooking like a river, and played what he said play a melody that has a song that has no melody, just like in space you're like blazing a trail that has no path, right? And I don't know. Stuff like that strikes me that like the authors and the writers are just really thinking things through.
Gorgon Fish in the chat brings up a really good thought that it is not like the Boku cat symbolism, which the Boku cat symbolism just means drink.
I don't know what.
How's your belly feeling?
Yeah, it's burning a little bit.
Yeah.
But I honestly don't get the symbolism from Kimi to Boku because
There isn't any.
Cats are for 2 reasons. One, they weren't the same cats.
No, like I thought at first when I first watched, just really quick, when I first watched Kimi to Boku, I thought maybe every single cat identified with one of the kids, which would make sense. But they're just a bunch of random cats.
Right.
They're just cats. But if I may say, for Space Brothers, It's a very stylized anime, which kind of steered me away from it at first. So don't let that fool you. That it adds to it in a way. It's a sort of animation style that we're not used to, but it's still beautiful.
I don't think it's stylized.
No?
I just think it has the non-anime character designs.
Well, that in itself is kind of a stylized way for anime
nowadays,
like, isn't it?
When I hear someone say stylized, I always think of like Gankutsuo, or Trapeze right off the bat. It's not like it's not gonna hurt your eyes to look at it. It just has more mature character designs like Monster or one of those.
It's like GTO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They make silly faces.
Also, one more thing. Cats are solitary animals, so it makes no sense.
That there would be 5 of them just chilling together, taking a nap.
So, alright, so why don't we move on to the next impression?
Okay. I'm doing an impression on upotte. And I said that like I was Japanese.
Very nice. It was good.
Thank you.
You even put the little pause in there. It was good.
I did. That was from Sensei Patterson. She she made sure that we did that. But anyway, so this is a very strange anime. Like I don't really know how to entirely explain it. So I'm going to read the synopsis on Wikipedia, and hopefully that'll explain it better than I can. At Seisho Academy, a newly transferred teacher discovers that girls like Funko, who's the main character, always aim to do their best and shoot for their goals, often literally and with live ammo. Because these girls aren't just expert shooters, and here's the kicker, they are anthropomorphized guns.
Wait, so, like, Soul Eater?
I thought so, but here's what's weird, is that I've been waiting for the last 3 episodes for them to, like, turn into their guns. But they don't.
Maybe they're...
Good
Never
lord.
mind.
See, I have no idea if they're actually guns or if they're just like the personalities of the guns that they use, because they each use their own gun. Like the gun that they quote unquote define themselves
For what?
as.
What are they doing with the guns?
Target practice? I haven't figured out.
Is that seriously it? Because the girl in the picture I'm looking at has an assault rifle.
Yeah.
What is she doing with an assault rifle?
I don't know. It's an academy where, quote-unquote, these anthropomorphized guns go to learn to better their specific skills to their specific gun.
I might just take a stab here and say this anime sucks.
It does.
Gun means penis.
So, thank you. So, see, here's a great example. Anime. Anime nowadays is all this goofy crap, right?
Yes.
Anthropomorphized guns. Poor Kimiko doesn't even understand what it's about because it drowns in its own convolution.
It does.
But you know what doesn't drown in its own convolution? Space Brothers.
Exactly.
And that's why you should watch it.
See, this
Upotte
clearly falls into the first category.
It does.
It's so convoluted.
It really does.
It's like they try so hard to be creative that it makes no friggin' sense.
And they're not even being creative. They're being stupid. Because... Oh, and they're also catering to the fan service quality, because 90% of it is just, like, the main character being like, oh, I just want to feel the teacher's, like, hands pull my trigger, his big, strong hands pull my trigger. I'm like, yeah!
Okay, alright, so I'm sorry, I shouldn't have jumped in. So what happens? What events transpire?
Well, I'll explain the first episode. So, the main character, whose name is Funko, and she's, like, I guess they call her an FNC, which is her type of gun. The FNC. She's from Belgium. They're all from different countries.
Is she the one with the white hair?
Yes, she's the one with the white hair.
She's the one with the assault rifle.
Yes, she's the one with the assault rifle.
And she's riding it like a... Never mind.
Yes.
I told you, gun means penis.
And really, the whole anime is fan service in its reality. The one thing that I will give this anime is that you learn a lot about guns. Every 2 seconds, they are explaining, like, the characters themselves, since the characters are the guns, but they're telling you things like the different caliber of bullet that you might use, the difference in shot. Like, the American girl is an M16A4, and she has a 3-burst shot, in the sense that, like, instead of shooting 1 bullet at a time, it'll shoot 3 every time you pull the trigger. And you learn a lot about the guns that way, which is really cool for me, but it's not enough to actually move along the plot. It's just kind of, like, little bits of information that I'm like, oh, interesting. But if you're not a gun enthusiast, then you're like, I don't know what I'm watching.
I just noticed they're naming the girls after the guns.
Exactly.
Yeah, Funko is FNC, Ichiroku
is 16.
16, Ichihachi AR 18.
Yeah. And then SIG for the SG 55 or 550.
Yeah. So basically, this...
So like, there's little cool things there, which is why I decided to impress this instead of the some of the other ones, because all of the ones I'm watching are shit.
I smell tacos.
Oh my god, Chiaki.
Oh my god.
But it really...
Something in my belly just smells like tacos.
Oh boy.
Maybe it's the hot sauce I was drinking.
Maybe.
Yeah, let's go with that.
So long story short, this anime sucks. There's a lot of fan service. You do learn some cool things about guns.
What happens,
but
though?
Nothing.
There's no
They're
event
just-
that
Are there
happens.
cats?
There are no cats.
Are there, wait, I was gonna ask if there
Unfortunately.
are guns.
In other words, it's a good...
There are guns.
In other words, I'm guessing it's a good thing that the High School of the Dead zombies didn't choose this high school to attack.
True. There's basically just a bunch of girls who are actually guns, which doesn't really make sense because they never turn into guns. They're just kind of like normal girls shooting these guns that they represent in an academy where they practice, like,
Sex.
I wish.
Safe sex.
They practice safe sex and
I'm so
shooting.
sorry,
And
everyone.
like, there are signs in the hallways that say things like, please don't fire in the hallways, or like, please make
Don't forget
sure
to take your safety off.
please make sure the safety's on in class, things like that. You know, like, it's just, it's weird, but
Okay.
there's no plot yet. There's
So
nothing
this-
that I can tell
So
you
this
about
anime
it
is
yet.
god awful.
God awful.
I can't. I mean, you know you're in trouble when the plot summary actually says the general storyline is quite funny and a bit ecchi in nature.
General storyline, the end. Like, literally, if there wasn't the information about guns that I find interesting just personally, it would be worse than Kimi to Boku. Because there's just, like, there's nothing to this anime. It's not even cool to look at, because it's just like watching Moe. It's just, I'm done.
So it's the new K-On! With guns.
Basically.
I'm a little curious to see what are the things the original creator has written.
Premature gunfire.
Yeah, the original creator hasn't really
my
done
God.
anything else that I
Three
recognize.
burst shot.
Yeah. Okay. So in other words, of these two animes, you need to watch Space Brothers.
And you don't need to watch Yukote.
And does Chiaki have an impression on Excel World, or are you too inebriated?
Um,
Or no?
You have a review later anyway.
I do have a review, don't I?
Okay, well with that, we are going to take another news break, and we will be back in a few minutes.
Hey all you space brothers out there, this is Chiaki, and this is your Anime News Break. First up, for you K-On! Fans, the list of ever-growing memorabilia is, well, ever-growing. The plastic model maker Oshima will release a 1:24 scale model of the London taxi as seen on the K-On! Anime film at the end of June. Aoshima will sell the plastic models for the retail price of 3,800 yen, which is about $46 US before tax. In other news, for you North American con-goers, Animazement, a convention which will run during May 25th to the 27th in Raleigh, North Carolina, has recently announced that it will host animator Ichiro Itano as well as voice actors Toshiro Furukawa and Fukimo Orikasa. Itano was the mechanical animation director for the Super Dimension Fortress Macross and many other mech anime, so perfect for you mech fans, and Furikara is best known for voicing Piccolo on Dragon Ball. In other news, which throws me back to my childhood days, for those of you who belong to the online community Gaia Online, Funimation has recently revealed that Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood items are now available on the online community. The website's users will be able to receive the anime's characters such as Ed, Al, Winry, Scar, and Mustang as chance items for 30 days. So if you're a fan of anime and on this community, this might be something that you might not be able to miss out on. In other news that I find particularly interesting to have read up on, In a recent episode of his online talk show on the Nico Nico Doga video streaming service, Gainax co-founder and former president Toshihiro Okada, known in some circles as the infamous Ota King, shared his thoughts on the topic of illegal copying. A user wrote in to ask him, "I'm content with just downloading illegal copies of anime and games. What do you think about this?" Okada replied at length, starting by saying, quote, "Honestly, if that's all that makes you happy, then that's fine," end quote, but he encouraged fans to buy when they have the financial means to, and then moved to the case of individuals who claim that they never planned to stop distributing illegally, saying that such a person is only interested in personal practical value something can bring to them. Comparing this case to someone who claims he never wants to date a girl, but does want to grope women on the train as long as he's not caught. So that's some food for thought right there. So this was Chiaki, and this was your Anime News Break. Don't go anywhere, because we'll be back to the show soon.
Hey everybody, Kyokai here, welcoming you to Metaverse, home to fangirls, bishies and bijins. We go over anime news and discuss all things related to the fandom of any manga and everything in between.
It was like watching two kittens roll over each other. The day Kurosuji 2 ended, the next day ended up dressing like all in black just because I was so sad.
My favorite color is sleep.
Watch K-On for the music, I guess not.
That was low, man. Below the belt.
We are an experienced anime-blogging site, giving us the expertise to dish out detailed opinions on which series to watch and when to drop. Head over to metanon.net and enter the metaverse. After all, we take fangirling seriously.
Hi there, this is Vic Mignogna, the voice of Edward Elric and Tamaki Suo and lots of fun guys. And I am, yes, I have to admit it, I'm a total anime addict.
Welcome back.
Woo!
We're here with the third and final segment of episode 130 of the Anime Addicts Anonymous podcast. We have a couple reviews for you tonight from the prior season. The winter 2011-2012 season is wrapped up, and it's our job to bring you the results of the season, let you know what was good and what was not good.
A lot of mine are still going on.
A lot of mine are still going on also.
Oh, so unfortunate.
Yeah, Gundam Age continued, which is fine, 'cause it's amazing. Hunter x Hunter continued, Prince of Tennis continued, which is awful.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's awful.
I remember you saying, for me, Aria no Kishi continued, and Inu X Boku finished, but,
Inu X Boku?
Inu X Boku. A couple of other ones of mine. Sket Dance is still going.
Okay, so we have two reviews tonight, Anunatsu de Mateiru and Papa no Iu Koto o Kikinasai. Which is, you know, why don't we do the Papa one?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
The things that Papa listen to the things that Papa says, I guess is what that means.
Basically, like, listen to me, children, I'm your father.
I quite frankly
liked
I like the look of this anime.
This is the
I thought it had a promise.
This is one of the ones that was surprising, right? Like it had some like moe stuff, but it was or incest. Was it incest?
No. Close though. It gave the appearance, like, if you just watch the opening for it, it gives the appearance of being very moe, being very lacking in general substance. But what was really cool about this is that, number one, it wasn't incredibly long for what it decided to talk about, and number two, it decided to focus on a couple of really intense topics, specifically being the concept of, like, children losing their family and adoption. So I'm gonna spoil the first episode for you, but because it's the first episode, if you do decide to watch it, you know, figure it out relatively quickly. It centers around Yuta, who's a freshman at university, and he goes to visit his family, who he only has his sister at this point. His mother and father had died when he was younger, and his sister took care of him. And his sister married into a family who, this man already had 2 children of their own, and she, after getting married, had a daughter of her own as well. And he goes to visit them, and the parents, which is Yuta's sister and her husband, decide that they want to go off on their first honeymoon because they never got a chance to when they first got married. And while they're away, their plane crashes.
Good lord.
Yeah. You know what that reminds me of?
What?
That song, like Isn't it ironic? Isn't that a line, like, it's your first time you took a flight and the plane crashes?
No.
Isn't there? Yes,
actually, there is.
There is.
That old Alanis Morissette song?
Yeah, he's like, he waited his whole life to take that flight.
And as the plane crashed down, he thought, well, isn't this nice?
Oh.
Yeah. See? See, Mitsugi?
Okay.
It does exist. A little bit irrelevant, but it does exist. So anyway, the plane crashes, the sister and the husband die, basically. And the whole series kind of opens up, plot-wise, as the whole family, the people who come to the funeral and such, are trying to figure out what to do with these 3 kids. And none of them are willing to take all 3 kids because it's too much of a financial issue. And so they're deciding to split all 3 kids up. Now, when Yuta was little, he remembered when his parents died, and his sister fought against the rest of the family to keep them together, because that's all they had left was each other, basically. And so he offers to take care of all 3 kids in his little 1-bedroom college apartment so that they can stay together. And that's where the whole series opens up. So it's all about them kind of trying to deal with, this smaller living arrangement, and him trying to figure out how to take care of 3 kids who are... Girls, for one, which really is a big thing. Like, the girls are very girl-like, and he just doesn't really know how to handle things. Like, they don't want him to use the restroom, or they don't want him to be in the area when they use the restroom, because they don't want him to hear the sound of them, like, going to the bathroom, And whenever they change, they, like, have to put up a curtain and stuff so that he can't see them and everything, and they make him go outside most of the time. And just really, like, they play it off in a way that can be kind of comical, but it's still a pretty intense topic in the sense that, like, at one point they are almost kicked out of the apartment because the landlady realizes that he has 3 other people living in the apartment with him, and she thought that they were just there for a visit, and they handle all of these issues really well in a way that you wouldn't have thought for the style of anime that it is. And the character development.
But don't they throw in, like, random, like, he rolls over and puts his hand on her boob?
Yes, but those instances...
How often does that happen?
That's what I was about to say. Those instances are very rare when you think about the style that this is. Like, it may have happened in the 3rd episode and the 10th episode, but that's it. Most of the time, it's just the bigger issues.
Isn't one of the girls only, like, 3 years younger than him?
One of the girls is 16, and I want to say he's, like, 20. So there's like a 3 to 4 year age difference.
Are they gonna hook up or what?
No. He actually has a love interest that...
what a bunch of BS.
Well, no, they're cousins.
Screw that.
If there's grass on the field.
Oh my god.
Chiaki.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Okay.
There ain't.
I don't know for a fact if they wouldn't have ended up together, because it ended 12 episodes in,
Yeah.
And there was another girl who Yuta obviously had a, interest in, and the girl who's 16 years old definitely likes Yuta as more than just an uncle, but he doesn't really show any interest either way to either of the girls in a way that proves, like, that there was ever going to be anything. And the girl that Yuta had any sort of interest in is kind of weird. Like, she doesn't really get the whole relationship thing.
In other words, the 16-year-old girl would have been a much better choice.
Yes. I honestly think she would have been, and they would have been cute together, but he does feel very familial to her. Like, he considers him the father to the 3 girls, because he has adopted them and taken them in.
So it's like incest all up in your mental mind.
Exactly. But for me, what really did it was the youngest is about 3 years old, and she doesn't quite understand the fact that the parents aren't coming back. And so that was one of the bigger issues, was trying to, like, not telling her, but, like, getting her to understand that, like, this was their life now, It was very, very surprising how much I liked this anime, how much they really delved into deeper, legitimate, realistic issues that may sometimes happen in people's lives. And
I really like the way it looked also.
I mean, it kind of has a little bit of a moe feel, but in general, like, it was well animated, it was well acted, and I would recommend it if you like a little bit of like the sort of innuendo-ish comedy, but with deeper meaning. So I'm gonna give it 3.5 random moments of innuendo, random moments of boobage out of 5. So it was good, surprisingly good for what I expected it to be.
And
what
now,
did you just say?
Boobage?
Oh, 3.5?
3.5.
That's a good score.
Yeah.
That's a good score.
yeah, a good job.
That's a good score.
So now the moment you've all been waiting for,
Indeed.
Chiaki takes the stand.
Chiaki to review Ananatsu de Materu.
I'm so glad it's this anime and not one that actually matters.
What does this translate to? Something like that summer you're waiting.
Waiting in the summer. But I see people.
For what?
People
For it to
call
end?
it waiting in the summer, and with Ano, I want to translate it as waiting in that summer.
So it's like, oh, it's like that summer.
Yeah, like
That summer, the big-breasted girl from Please Teacher came into another anime and decided to take it over.
Okay.
Is this the same director as Please Teacher?
Yes.
What is with this guy? It's like, I can't make an anime. They don't have
Stop
the same
taking
character.
my review!
Chiaki turns into a baby when she's been drinking.
Shut up. Okay, so I just want to preface this with that I wrote out my entire review before the episode, and gave it a score. So I'm just gonna try to go off of my outline.
Yeah, that's what it's called. You good?
Yeah. So the summary of this show is Kaito something discovers an 8mm camera one day when he's going through his grandfather's old thing. So this is like a ghetto ass camera, like by current standards.
Is it like the camera from Fatal Frame?
No, it's a video camera. It's a video camera.
The camera obscura.
So he decides that he's like, oh snap, I found this camera. I want to try it out. So he goes to a bridge and is shooting stuff at night, because that's what I do when I have a camera. I go to random bridges and take pictures of things.
Damn straight.
What a weird ass.
And then a UFO hits the Earth and everything explodes.
Everything?
In like a point something mile radius.
Is the alien a teacher? Oh my god, tell me she is.
No, she's a student.
Oh good, because if it was a teacher, I would flip my shit. I would get a pen and paper out and write a letter.
But she has red hair and glasses. So he wakes up the next day and he doesn't remember like any of it. He's like, oh my god, that's a weird dream. And he goes to school and he does his shit at school, and there's a transfer student, and the transfer student's the alien girl. And the alien girl is, oh my god, this review sucks. I am so sorry. The alien girl. Okay, I'm gonna really try hard right now. Okay.
God, Chiaki.
The alien girl is at school, and she's an upperclassman, and she made some friends, and he had some friends, and they were like,
they all had sex at the end.
no, I wish. And they were like, okay, we're gonna make a movie over the summer. And his older sister was going out of town, and his older sister was totes cool with this random girl they just met staying the night. Cause she's like, I'm a transfer student. My parents are dead too. And she's like, oh my god. So maybe she was one of those sisters from Papa no Iru no Kiki no something.
Maybe.
It's a crossover.
Everything's a crossover. And so she is there, and then the kid is gonna die again, cause I think he's like a zombie, technically. And she brings him back to life again. Cause that's the definition of what a zombie is someone who died and comes back to life. So I think he's a zombie.
That's what happened to Jesus.
But so
Happy Zombie Jesus Day.
Yeah. So they make their movie over the summer, and they start shooting it, and she wears hot catsuit thing, and the one girl has a really annoying laugh, the other upperclassman, she's just like, he. That's how she laughs. I'm not kidding. She's
Are you
like,
serious? How's it again?
He.
Oh dear God.
Just like that.
That was awesome.
Okay.
I loved it.
So my review part of this anime. This anime. Oh, it is more like foo. Thank you, G-Robot 1. So my review.
Chucky drunkenly addresses the chat.
According to what I wrote down earlier today. I do hate Lemon Chan's laugh. See, other people know what I'm talking about.
They're with you. They're supporting you in your drunken review.
They're like with me right now.
In spirit. They are, because they're not here actually.
So this series is like refreshingly average. It doesn't rely on the standard moe crap that you see every single day. And perhaps like if this was like 5 to 10 years ago when like Please Teacher and Please Twins and then all that other same stuff came out.
Do not speak of Onegai Twins.
Sorry. And like when all that stuff came out, we probably would have been like, oh my god, every anime is like that. So maybe I'm a little nostalgia about it, that I'm like, oh, this is how anime used to be before we had sex with children.
What?
And so like, either way, I think it has been improved upon to some extent, that old cliche. So like, for example, the characters like know what they want and they get to the point. It's obviously a romance comedy genre.
I like you.
And I want you. And so, oh, I'm sorry, I kicked you.
You're fine.
And so, like, it's a romance comedy, but in, like, the first few episodes, there are, like, I like you confessions. And, of course, there's, like,
Cliche?
Thank you.
Good job. I gotcha.
Hijinks that happen that are, like, so hypothetically speaking, and this is a real example. If boy A told girl B that boy A liked her, would, and, girl B, yeah, ran off. This is really complicated right now.
What
the hell? What is going on?
Speaking of convolution. Oh my god.
No, but they basically had like an entire episode where they're like, I confessed to her and she ran away. What does that mean? Or I ran away.
It means it's an anime.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it does progress slowly and falls into those old school hijinks, but like if that's the kind of thing you like, then it delivers really well. It's kind of like a polished turd. It's
It's not a smell.
it's like you know when something is still a turd, but it looks nice and it smells nice. And so you're like, oh, well, it's still a turd, but I don't mind this particular turd as much.
Is it nutty?
No, maybe corny.
Oh my god. Alright.
So, like, if you like this brand of turd, this is probably one of the better brands of turd that is this genre. It's produced by Studio JC. So it looks awesome. It's crisp and kind of has that traditional style.
By that you mean like my chin is pointy enough to cut glass?
No, not that traditional, but like you have characters with like multicolored hair, but it's not like way out there, and it's not like K-On!
Does the redhead girl have like massive breasts? Are they giant? Like, Please Teacher?
I didn't remember looking at her badonkadonks and going, oh.
Oh my god.
But like, they,
I
I remember one of the characters having particularly large breasts.
I'm sure it was the main girl, but it wasn't like obscene. It wasn't like basquachi thing. So it's crisp and it's traditionally styled, but it's not obnoxious or out there. It's comfortable to watch, is what I wrote down. And what I think I mean by that is it's not like super styled, but it looks pretty, and it's what like your eye is familiar to and wants to see. And the other thing is that it's written by Yosuke Kuroda, who wrote, as I said, Onigai Twins and Teacher. And it's a little kind of like, dude, get a better plotline, because it's the same girls from space. And that kind of brings it to another problem, is that it's a little one-dimensional in that facet of it's just that and nothing else, and it doesn't really do much, and the character development, like for example, she's an alien from space and she has this like little like freaky little thing. Familiar, okay. She's familiar.
Robot familiar?
I don't know if it's a robot or some organism, I don't remember. But it's something weird, and it's not from Earth, and she just like, this thing like floats around, and no one's like, hey, why do you have that pink blob that floats around and summons things and teleports you? And stuff. So, they could go much further if they wanted. But, yeah, I'm just, I give it 2.5 train platform confessions out of 5. And that's just because it's average. I mean,
which is decent for its genre.
Yeah, like I'd probably say, like I said, it's a polished turd. It's still a turd, but it's a good turd. It's a turd that you don't mind having around. It's a turd that when you poop it, you take a picture and you send it to your friend because you're proud of it.
Oh my god.
I know someone who does that. I do.
Really?
Yeah, I do. She sends it to her husband. Or she leaves it in the toilet for him to find when he comes home.
Wow.
But that, I digress. Oh my god. Either way.
Dear Lord.
If this is what you like, if this is the kind of genre you like, then you will enjoy this. And it's probably one of the better ones of that genre. But if this is not the genre you like, don't watch it. And
snazzy.
I'm going to drink more water now.
Well, thank you for that drunken romp through anime.
Drunken romp.
I thought I did good.
You did. It was wonderful.
Are you proud of me, Mitsuki?
A springtime
No.
romp with Ada and Adolf.
Apen sie gehört, das deutsche Band mit dem Boom. Big bang boom.
Oh my. Okay, so this has been the very drunk, slightly broken, very explicit 100.
We lost Rocco a while back.
I'm here. I have to pee.
Okay, he's here. He just had to go pee.
Oh god.
I'm honestly feeling a lot better.
Water does that. And bread.
Water and bread. See, that's why I got the bread.
Good call. Good call.
I peed out all the water I just drank, damn it.
So, okay, so this has been the 130th episode of the Anime Addicts Anonymous podcast. I hope all of the listeners we used to have continue being listeners after this episode.
Right.
We still love you. Someone told me to stew foo. That makes me sad.
Hey, Woochak, or however you say your name. Not cool.
You can find us on our webpage, www.aaapodcast.com. We're also on iTunes, so come check us out on iTunes. Be our 100th review.
Woo! Yeah! Oh, are we there? Yeah.
No, we're not at 100 yet.
Oh.
You're done.
Well, review to get us to 100.
Yeah. We're also on Facebook, so come join our Facebook community, facebook.com/Anime Addicts Anonymous podcast. So you can get invites to all of our events and things like that. Keep up to date with what's going on. We're also on anime3000.com, where you can find us and other podcasts. So come listen to us there. And of course, please join us every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Ustream.tv. There are links to this on the top page of our homepage. So.
And I promise I'm not like this ever, except for when there's cats involved.
So our closing song tonight is a little ditty called Unfinished from the anime Excel World by the artist Kodako. So we will see you guys next week.
Goodbye. Bye. して